Hello everyone, welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway, and this is Mix It Up Monday, and I am TinaGale, and this is our inspiration piece for this week, and I chose all the beautiful bright, vibrant colors, and the row of pencils up at the top is going to play into my design as well. Now I have to forewarn you, I am not a mixed media artist. I have dabbled very little, and so this is for the scrapbooker, the crafter that would like to play in mixed media and watercolors and all of that, but maybe doesn't have all of the tools and all of the paraphernalia that a lot of the mixed media artists do. Just a basic set of watercolors, some stamps, some stickers, and some journaling pens, and you can create this as well. So if you follow me on my personal YouTube channel, you know that I created a journal cover because I wanted to kind of get into Bible journaling. I don't have a journaling Bible yet. I'm still kind of picking out the one that I want to get. I think I've narrowed it down. So I just had this canvas journal that I had decorated the front of, and I've been kind of playing with some designs inside of the pages and just playing with some different mixed medias that I have in my stash, which one is the watercolor palette here that I'm using today. And I decided I wanted to do just a rainbow design, and so I've just basically brushed and combined the colors together so that it just kind of gradiates into the next color. Then I pulled out some stickers, and I knew I had these from the I Am collection from Simple Stories, and you know, there's this whole sheet of I am, I am, I am. And so that was going to play along with my design today. So let me back up a little bit. I had ordered a kit from Illustrated Faith, and it came with this stamp set that I'm using today, and some little cut aparts and some ideas, and also a little study guide book. So the very first lesson in the study guide is talking about being creative, and when in your life you stopped believing that you were an artist. So we all know as children, we're coloring pictures, drawing pictures for our parents, and we absolutely think, you know, they're masterpieces and we're so proud of them. But somewhere along the way, we buy into that we're not an artist, and our confidence changes. So this whole study was looking back on that and remembering a time when you stopped believing that you were an artist, how you could use your art to glorify God, and then using the statement, I am an artist, and try to reflect on your personal ways of artistry. You know, I know that I've always believed that we were all created to be creative, but I also struggle, like I know everyone else does, of comparing myself to other artists that are out there and going, oh, I'm not that good. Yeah, I can scrapbook, but I'm not really like a true artist and all of that. So this study was really great for me. And if you're into Bible journaling, and you wouldn't even have to do it Bible-wise, but I would suggest that you just go and really think about that. And we can't continually compare ourselves to other people. We're all at different levels. We all have different styles, and we're all created to be creative in different ways. And so this journal entry was just a reminder to me that yes, I am creative, and I have several different ways, such as scrapbooking. I've done decorative painting. I know how to crochet. There was lots of little different things that I could list, but I ended up just putting these 5 different I ams. And I put, I am an artist, I am a decorative painter, I'm a scrapbooker, and I am a crocheter, and I am a creator of beautiful things, just to sum up all the different ways that I like to create, because if I see something, then I want to go out and try to do it. And so the scripture that they gave to study on and to reflect on, I ended up just summing it up into a couple of sentences, just to remind me not to criticize myself, not to be overly harsh with myself, but to remember that I am an artist. And the reason that I am an artist is in Exodus 35 and 31 through 34, it says that God gives great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. Now this scripture is a lot longer than that, but this is my paraphrase of that. And God gives us the ability to teach those skills to others. And so that's another area that I struggle with, because I love sharing my creativity and I love sharing with others, and like here on YouTube. And it only takes one thumbs down or one bad comment, and I'm questioning myself as to why I'm doing this. I'm not that good. Why would anybody watch my videos? Why would anybody want to see my artwork? And so this is just a great reminder to me. And I have to tell you, this was really hard for me to share this particular entry, because I know it's not up to the standards of other artists out there that do the mixed media. I'm just practicing and learning brush script. I'm still playing with the mediums on this paper because it's really thin, because I just want to use what I have. I'm not going to go out and buy a whole lot of product when I'm not sure how much I'm going to use it. So I was being very vulnerable sharing this, because I know that it's not like any great masterpiece or anything. But it's just the idea that you can create with the products that you have. You don't have to go out and break the bank. You don't have to compare yourself to every other person out there. And just to remember that God did create us in His image, and He is the ultimate creator. And so He did give us all kinds of skills and abilities and different ways of being creative. And He also gave us that ability to share it with others. And so this entry is just going to be my reminder of that when I start my self-doubt or receive criticism and need to have a little bit tougher skin than what I do. So hopefully you enjoy this page. And I know I haven't explained a lot about what I've been doing, but as you're watching, it's very simple. Again, in the very beginning, I just did the watercolor. I stamped on the top. I used an ink that was not going to run if it got wet, in case I put watercolor over the top of it, because I wasn't for sure. Then I used all of the stickers. I just have a precision pen, and I believe the one that I'm using here is an 03. I like the 03 and I like the 01, but the 01 is really, really thin, and so it might not have shown up. All of the stamps are from that Illustrated Faiths kit that I bought, and so this pink down here is just chalk ink, and it's just kind of like another watercolor brush stroke. So I could have used my watercolor and done the same little pink stroke down there as I did at the top, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to show that there are stamp sets out there that you could use, that they won't buckle your paper if you don't have watercolors. Then you could use those and just your ink pads. I think the distress inks and the chalk inks are perfect for any kind of Bible journaling entry or pages like this, where they're thin so that they don't bleed through to the back. And you'll notice on the left here I have binder clips and stuff, because that watercolor I used so much on the whole page that it was kind of buckled, and so I was heating it to dry it, and I just put those binder clips on there to kind of help lay it flat. Now when it all dries and I close my book, of course it's going to finish flattening out. There'll be a little bit of buckling, but it's going to flatten out. So that bottom stamp just says created on, and I wrote in the date after it had some time to dry. And then on the paintbrush and the paint tube that I stamped up at the top, I ended up just going with my watercolors and kind of filling in to put some more color on the page. And then that little kind of like blob off right here that I'm painting on top of, that's another little part of the stamp, and it was just kind of like a splatter, and I thought it would kind of look cute under the brush, kind of like, dribbled paint, and I stamped a small little bit on the top of the paint tube like it was kind of coming out. I have the scissors at the bottom, and I'm going to use a little bit of gray watercolor just over the top of that to fill those in. And again, I just decided to color them just to add some more dimension and stuff to the page. You could easily use colored pencils or just anything that you have on hand. I still wanted just a little bit more on the page, and so I ended up finding a little button stamp on this stamp set, and I stamped those in 3 different places. And then I'm going to take my journaling pen and outline the little holes in the center just so that they pop a little bit more, because this chalk ink is really, really light. And then after the camera was off, I remembered that this kit came with washi tape that has scissors and paper clips and all of that, and I still wanted a little bit between these I am phrases, so I added just a little bit of washi tape. So you'll see those in the still shots here at the end. I want to thank you so much for watching and subscribing here to the Crafty Maven YouTube, and if you'd like to see more of my work, which is normally 12 by 12 pages, then you can check out my YouTube channel, and my information will be at the end here. And again, I am not a mixed media artist, but I hope you enjoyed my page and some of my thinking behind that and are encouraged by it. And remember that you are an artist. So thanks so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.